Hello, my sweet reader friends. Welcome back to Lucy Chronicles. My name is Lucy, and today we are starting the fourth and final vlog for the Back to Hogwarts readathon. So today is Monday, September 22nd. It's the first day of fall. Happy fall, y'all. I'm super excited to finally be in the fall season. I'm ready for the cozy sweaters. I'm ready for the pumpkin spice everything. I'm ready for Thanksgiving, Halloween. I love it all. Bring me all the cozy reads. I love fall so much. I finished last night, technically this morning, it's about crack of dawn, A Call for Kelp by Bree Baker. This is the fourth book in the Seaside Cafe Mysteries, and if you've been following these vlogs, you know that I have fallen in love with this author's writing. I've fallen in love with this quaint little cozy town called Charm in North Carolina, and all of these characters, this whole cast is just delightful. I'm just loving it so much. I think I'm just going to turn the air on just a tad, y'all. Sorry if it affects the audio. I gave this 4.75 stars. I rounded up to 5 on Goodreads. I took a quarter of a star away just because 4 books in, I'm still catching some grammatical things, and I just think after 4 books, you should be having your editor catch this. But they've gotten better. They're not as many, and it's not as frequent as in the first and second book, but I still did catch a few. But yes, absolutely loved it, and I'm really excited to pick up book number 5. Okay, then update on Red Queen. I am about there, so not quite to the halfway mark. I'm on chapter 16, and I believe there are 28 chapters plus a prologue, or plus an epilogue. Wow, prologue. I'm gonna make this a priority, like before I even pick up book 5, which is Closely Harbored Secrets, or Harry Potter number 3, before I even continue, because I really need to get it back to Jonah. I've had it forever. And I just feel really bad. Like, he's like, Lucy, it's really fine, just take your time with it. He's like, I know you have like lots of things that you're reading, so he's not pressuring me to get it back to him. I just personally don't like having something that doesn't belong to me for that long, you know, even if it's borrowed, and even if the other person is like, don't worry about it. Also, I really want to use this for the series prompt, or the like part of a series, if you will. I believe that's the arithmancy. And also I'm learning the more I read that her writing style just isn't my favorite. Yes, it's written in first person present, but it's going beyond that, y'all, in that I don't like the writing. I don't like her writing style. Listening to someone who's monotone, that's how it feels when I'm reading this. It doesn't feel layered. It doesn't feel deep. The characters are not complex or deep in any way either, in my opinion. I really do like this world. I really do. I think the silver and the red blood, like kind of defining how the politics works, is fascinating. But there have been several times when I've felt actually bored in this story, right smack dab in the middle of like a duel scene, like a high action scene where they're fighting. I'm just a little underwhelmed. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, these last couple chapters, I kind of started skimming a little bit. I don't relish the thought of continuing the series, if I'm being honest, especially if this is like, if all her writing is like this. This is her debut novel, to be fair, so I'm going to try to give her a little grace in that regard because it is her debut. I would normally DNF it, but I feel bad because he borrowed me Reckless, and I ended up DNFing that one, and I want to hand him back a book and say that I actually took the time to read it, especially since I've had it so long, you know. So I'm going to tough it out. I'm going to finish it. I will update you. All right, guys, have a great Monday. I love you all. I'll see you on my next update. Bye-bye. Hey besties, welcome back to the vlog. Today is Wednesday, September 23rd, and I have the day off, but I just wanted to hop on and say hi because I haven't updated in a while. I don't really have a lot to update as far as reading goes because yesterday I worked a really long shift and I really didn't read much at all. I was supposed to work 9 to 5 yesterday, but I ended up switching with the closer. I would much rather close. I know a lot of people think that's crazy, but I am just not a morning person, especially coming in for a morning shift after closing the night before. It's just too hard on my body, and I'm not fun to be around. Let's just put it that way. Yes, so I didn't get a ton read yesterday. I really don't know how much reading I'm going to get done today because our house needs some attention. Like some of the just regular housework, dishes, laundry, vacuuming, dusting, changing the sheets, all those things need to happen. And my craft table is still not tidied or organized, and there's some more stuff in our bedroom that needs gone through. So lots of housework today. I have sprints tonight. I don't know who's all going to join me tonight. I'm sending the link to the ladies and we will see. It might be our last shebang for Harry Potter before the month is over, but it is my typical Wednesday night, so I will be sprinting. I am trying to make this a priority, like I told you guys. I think I might have told you that the other day. Haven't read any more. It's still on chapter 18. Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. I have not read any more. I'm still on chapter 2. So, haven't started either of the cozies though. Been good about that. Like I said, I haven't really been reading. So, not a ton of excitement to report. Not a ton of exciting updates for you, but I still wanted to touch base, let y'all know what's going on today, and hopefully I can get some reading done later tonight, at least during sprints. I'll at least be able to read during sprints, but yeah, I think that's all I got for you right now. I will check in when I have something to update. Okay, bye. Hey guys, it's Lucy, and I am actually trying to plan out some bracelets for Harry Potter, like Harry Potter bracelets, and I am actually really excited. These are super cute. They're turning out adorable, at least like what I have so far. I haven't really gotten a pattern for the other houses. I'm mostly kind of working on Ravenclaw because that's my house, but I thought I would show you guys what I'm doing since it's Harry Potter related, and this is the last week. And yeah, I do not know what happened to my little like arm that allows me to have my phone up here so you can get like a full view of my project board that's sitting in front of me. So I'm gonna have to grab my phone and do a flipperoo and hold it and show you, and then I'm gonna move you guys down a little lower so you can see me as I'm stringing them. You're not gonna get like a full on view, but you'll at least get to see me stringing them, and then I'll of course show you the final product. I don't know if I'm gonna get to the other 3 houses today. Hopefully I can work on them a little bit throughout the week. I just know I kind of want to use different types of beads for each house. I don't know, eventually I'd maybe like to make a whole stack for each house, but that's very ambitious right now, and I'm not a Slytherin. So, let me flip the camera, I'll show you guys what I'm doing, and then I'll move you down, and you can kind of watch me in fast motion as I string the beads. So, hold on. Okay, so here's the one I'm working on right now. The Ravenclaw colors are gold and blue. Well, they're copper and blue, but I don't need copper beads, so I'm using gold. And then the main attribute of Ravenclaw is wisdom, so I'm just putting wise there. Wise, yep. And then I do have the other houses, like their attributes. So loyal, that's going to be Hufflepuff. Brave will be Gryffindor, and then ambitious is Slytherin. I thought of doing cunning, but I feel like it has negative connotations to it. So yeah, I don't really know yet what I'm going to do with those 3, but I think that this pattern right here is going to be absolutely adorable, and I'm very excited. So, yay! excited. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and make feathers off camera, these others, and then I'll show you guys the finished product once I get it done. Okay. Hey guys, I have to get ready for sprints, but I want to show you all, I finished the Gryffindor bracelet. How heckin' cute is that, you guys? Like, I just think it's so cute. I love that I used different beads. I do not know what I'm gonna do for Slytherin and Hufflepuff yet. I have no idea. But I will show you once I get them made. I have top on for sprints right now though, and I do need to read. So I am probably not gonna make any more bracelets tonight. All right, y'all, I love you. So let's sprint. Hey guys, so I was an hour early. I thought that it was 7 o'clock, but it's only 6, and it was only 6. It's now like 6:30. So sprints don't start for another half hour. I don't know what I was thinking. I have since finished the Hufflepuff bracelet. Look how cute. I decided to use the same beads that I used for Ravenclaw because Ravenclaw and Hufflepuff are me and Steve's houses. Look at how cute. And then I'm gonna use the same beads for Gryffindor and Slytherin. And I almost am done with the Slytherin bracelet here. I just gotta put like another inch, I think, but look at how cute. It's upside down. I'm sorry. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this, and then I will show you the stack. They turned out absolutely adorable. Look at that stack. Oh my gosh, I am obsessed. Yes, so cute. Oh my goodness. You guys, do you like these? I think if I were to like make them for friends, I would use these beads for all of them because these seed beads are really finicky and hard to work with. They really are. But I'm gonna sign off because for real this time, it's almost time for sprints, and I will see you guys when I have more to update. Hello everybody, welcome to the vlog. It is Friday. I picked a really bad place to park. Sorry for the lighting. Let me see if I can turn it this way, if it will make it a little better. It is Friday. It is September 26th. It has been kind of an uneventful week. I haven't really been doing a whole lot. I've been very tired. I think I might actually be coming down with something because I've been very kind of blah since Wednesday. Like, just kind of tired, lethargic. Today I woke up with a little bit of a scratchy throat and a stuffy nose. I haven't been feeling the greatest. So spending the majority of my free time sleeping, if I'm being honest. I've just been so tired. But I just wanted to give you guys a quick update because I did finish Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. I'm going to be returning this to Jonah because he's here today, and I'm excited to be able to finally give it back to him. But I ended up giving this 3 stars on Goodreads. I'm going to be completely honest, this felt more like a 2-star when I was reading it. The majority of the time that I was reading the story, it felt like a 2-star. I just didn't connect with any of the characters. I actually kind of hated all of them, if I'm being honest. Didn't love her writing style. There's something just a little off with it. I can't put my finger on it, and it goes beyond the first person present because this book is written in first person present. Just to throw that out there because I know there's a lot of people who like won't even pick a book up if it's written in first person present. It bothered me more than normal in this book too, if I'm being honest. But there's something about her writing that just fell flat for me. It just felt a little bit monotone, and I just couldn't connect. There was a little bit of a disconnect there with me and the author, and I know this is her debut novel, so I tried to give it a little grace in that regard, but it still just didn't quite do it for me. The things I loved about this book were the world. I loved the world, first of all. I loved the monarchy. and just seeing how it works in this fantastical world of red blood versus silver blood. It just was very fascinating to me. I also, I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty invested in the romance, and normally I wouldn't be invested if I don't like the characters, but I felt very strongly about this situation because it's a love triangle. There's a love triangle. I'm the unpopular opinion. I actually really love love triangles. It just gives me something to root for, so I tend to like them. But this particular romance, I just felt very strongly about. I felt very strongly that she needed to be with one prince and not the other, and I kind of knew that that's where it was going, and so I really wanted to see it play out despite me hating all the characters. It's so atypical of me. Normally, if I hate the characters, I don't invest myself in the romance, but this one I just felt so strongly about, and I'm gonna tell you guys, the reason I ended up giving this 3 stars, the reason it was not a 2, and the reason that I do plan to continue with the series is because of the romance and because the way this book ended. The ending was brilliant. The twists, the turns, the way things played out, it was so unexpected. It came out of nowhere, took me by surprise, and I ended up really, really liking the ending. So I had to give it 3 stars. It didn't quite feel like 4 stars. I could probably round up to 3.5 because I would say the ending redeemed the rest of the book for me enough to, it redeemed it enough to where I'm going to continue the series. It shocked me. But the next book is called The Glass Sword. And I think I'm going to try to get it from the library to read in November. I have a really big TBR for October, so there's no way I'm going to be able to continue this in October. But from like, I would say chapter 20-ish on, it just progressively got better for me. I wouldn't say the writing got better, but yeah, it did, because if it captivated me, if it pulled me in, it became very unputdownable the last several chapters. I don't know how to explain it. It's not like her writing just transformed, but like the story, the twists and the turns. I can't explain it without spoiling anything, y'all, but I'm telling ya, this took me by a surprise. I thought it was going to be a 2-star. I thought I was going to end up not continuing the series and not caring, but now I'm very invested. I'm actually rooting for Mare at this point, the main girl. I have to get into work. I am not sure how much more reading I'm going to get done before the weekend, before Sunday, because today I have to close. Tomorrow I have an open. Steve also has an early shift tomorrow, so when we get home, we will probably just take a nap and then chill for the rest of the night. I really want to rest up because, like I said, I feel like I'm coming down with something and I don't want to get sick and miss work. I just can't miss any work. Anyway, this is becoming very rambly and I need to get into work, so I'm gonna sign off. I will update when I have more to update. Bye. Guys, I have a reading update. I will update you in just a second, but first I need some coffee. So we're going to start. I'm gonna make a pumpkin spice today. So I have got just a little bit in there. Go ahead and add some oat milk. I don't need a ton. I'm gonna give that a stir. This is not gonna be iced because I don't have any ice cubes. And then I'm gonna add more. Some my coffee. My coffee. I'm gonna eat more. Hold on. It's warm. It's warm. It was too sweet. Now it's basically iced. I feel like it's missing something, y'all. It's missing ice cubes. That's what it's missing. I don't have any more coffee, so I'm gonna dump the sweetness. There's just something off. It's good, but something is off and I'm sad about it. But we're gonna go upstairs and I will give you guys a reading update, okay? Let's go. Today is Tuesday, September 30th. It is the last day of the month and therefore the last day of the Back to Hogwarts readathon. I have not updated y'all since like Thursday or Friday. I'm really sorry, y'all. I got pretty sick on Saturday. I started feeling not so great on Thursday, but I really started feeling it Friday evening. And Saturday I had to work like 9 to 5 or something crazy like that. And I ended up leaving work a little bit early. I came home and I crashed and I slept literally through the night and into Sunday. Like I woke up and it was like 1:30 in the afternoon on Sunday. I missed church and everything. So obviously a girl was not feeling good and she really needed sleep. I still got a little stuffiness going on, as you can probably hear. I'm feeling a lot better though, I will tell you that. Reading update. I finished 8 books this month. I finished, let's see here. We'll just talk top to bottom here. So astronomy, stars on the cover. I read No Good Tea Goes Unpunished. I'll insert pictures as I talk. It has the little starfish on the cover. Class number 2 is Charms, a charming character or cover that charmed you. I read Tide and Punishment, I believe, is the one I used for that one. So I'll put a picture here. Number 3, Defense Against the Dark Arts, Training for War, Good versus Evil, or Spiritual Warfare. I read Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Number 4 is Herbology, Plants on the Cover or in the title. I read this one. It's got kale in the title. And kale is actually a plant that is under in the ocean. It like feeds ocean creatures, sea creatures, if you will. So History of Magic, historical fiction. I used A Gown of Spanish Lace by Jeanette Oak. Potions, collection of essays, poems, or short stories. That is one that I did not finish. I was hoping to read Tales of Beetle the Bard, but I did not get around to it. So that's one I did not finish. Transfiguration, a transformation takes place. One thing turns into another, or a book in translation. Cheryl said we could use a book of the Bible. I was reading Ephesians, but I still have like a couple chapters to read in it, so I did not quite finish number 7 either. Number 8, Ancient Ruins, a book with a puzzle or mystery to solve. I actually used Closely Harbored Secrets by Bree Baker. That's the book that I've finished since I talked to you guys last. It was a 5-star for me as well. All of them have been 4.75 to 5 stars. Number 9, Arithmancy, a part of a series or a number in the title. I actually finished Red Queen. I don't know if I told you guys that or not. Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. This ended up being like a 3 to 3.75 star for me. I rounded down on Goodreads because it didn't feel like a 4-star, but it ended up really surprising me. The ending was spectacular. It was so brilliant, and she really kind of started sucking me in the last handful of chapters. So that was a big shock for me. I do plan to continue that series. Number 10, Care of Magical Creatures, a dragon on the cover or in the title. I started Rapunzel's Gambit, but I did not finish it. So that's another class that I did not finish. Number 11, Divination, a book you predict will be 5 stars. I didn't actually finish one for that either. So if I finish this today, I will use it for that. Muggle Studies, nonfiction. I was going to use Jude for that, and I did not get around to reading that. I feel really bad. Didn't get my Bible reading done this month like I should have. So that's another one I didn't get done. Flying Lessons includes some form of air travel. For that, I'm using The Firm because Mitch gets on a plane several times in the book. And yeah, very, very good book. I gave that 5 stars as well. And then the last 2 prompts I didn't finish. Alchemy, a gold book. I was actually going to read Becoming Hook, because the letters on the cover are gold. I think that's by Mary Makeham. And then for Time Turner, a book about time travel, I was going to use Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, but I have barely even started this book. So that puts me at O level, O for outstanding. If I finished one more book, I would have been an owl. I could probably try to finish Ephesians and Jude tonight too, and maybe Tales of Beetle the Bard. I had such a blast this month. This was such a fun readathon. It was such a challenge for me. And y'all know I love a challenge. Cheryl really made things tough this year for us, but it was a good time. Thank you so much, Cheryl, for inviting me to be part of it. I know that you've already kind of started working out the curriculum for next year, and I can tell you guys, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be a blast. I can't wait. It's gonna be so much fun. I already am anticipating next year's curriculum and what we're gonna have to read, and it's just gonna be a good time. But let me know where y'all landed with this readathon. Let me know what level you ended on. Let me know what your favorite books were for the year or for the month, and which ones ended up being flops. And yeah, I hope that you guys had a good month. I hope you had a blessed month. I love you guys so much, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys very soon with another video. Bye.